Well, thanks for joining us today. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Danny Frawley back to the Saints in a new role as a specialist defensive coach with our footy club. Danny's got enormous coaching experience, obviously over the journey with Collingwood, with Richmond and also with the Hawks, but this is the first time he's been back in a football role since his highly decorated career at the Saints finished back in 1995, and it's such a thrill for us that our really young side is going to have the benefit of Danny's coaching expertise in helping us develop our young players in terms of the team that we want them to be. So I'm sure our fans will be thrilled by this announcement, but given the specific focus of Danny's role, I was just so pleased to see the reaction from our senior players who on their first day back at training today get a birthday present when Danny Frawley is announced as being able to work with them to help them to develop their defensive skills, which we all know is such an important part of the game and the way it's played today. Just in terms of our ability to make this announcement today, there's obviously been a bit of uncertainty in terms of our coaching ranks with our Director of Coaching, Luke Beveridge, in the running for the Bulldogs role, and late last week we got the strong sense that Luke was going to be successful with that, which allowed us to activate some of the scenarios that we'd been planning as a contingency, and one of those involved in seeking Danny to be able to get back involved in the club. Alan Richardson had certainly been speaking with Danny quite regularly, and on Friday morning we were in a position to be able to activate and provide something more concrete to Danny, which we're just so thrilled that he's willing to get involved and support our club at the time we're in, and to get him back down here today is just terrific. So our program and Richo as our senior coach is determined that we just want to bring quality people into our club, and we want to develop our young players with the right skills that it's going to take to be competitive, but we also want them to value with the right values and what it takes to play AFL footy at the highest level, and I can't think of a better person to bring into our club to support that than Danny Frawley. So thanks very much, and welcome Danny to our club.
Yeah, thanks Matty. I'm really excited about the fact that Matty and Alan Richardson, really looking forward to work with Richo, along with the other coaches, and more importantly with this young and exciting group, and it is going to be a journey for these youngsters, and hopefully my experiences through coaching, being a former player, but more importantly the defensive side of the game, where defence wins premierships, attack entertains, and that's probably one thing that I'll bring to the club, and sometimes you just got to find a way, and I think it's exciting to be at a time where St Kilda are really building for the future, and as I said, really looking forward to it, excited. First time I've been back here since 19 years in an official capacity. I've always been to step back, looking on what's going on at the Saints, and to have to play a small part and help Richo and Matty Finnis and the boys at the club. I'm only wrapped. I'm really excited, and as I said, the hairs are on the back of the neck when I drove here this morning, so that's a really good sign.
How does it feel putting on the St Kilda gear in an official capacity?
Yeah, it does. It feels a bit strange. Memories come back, but it's more important what I'm being able to add to the group going forward, and that's going to be the proof will be in the pudding. There's going to be some bumps along the road. It's a very young group, and with a young group, you do get a few troughs and a few highs. So, really looking forward to maybe being a steady influence around the playing group and the coaches as well, and to be able to play a part. I'm really excited.
What do you think of the Saints going proper defenders?
Yeah, look, I think young Bruce showed enough last year, and Luke Delaney, I think they played well. Hopefully Sam Fisher has a really good run with injury, and Sam Gilbert. Get those two boys back. With Sean Dempster, you've got a really good, solid defence back there. So, and obviously the draft table, hopefully Tony Elshaw and the boys can get a couple of young defenders. Sometimes they're made, not born defenders. A lot of the great defenders played as forwards, as juniors, and I was no different to that. And sometimes you just need to put a guy back there to see whether they've got it mentally. And as I said, Luke Delaney, I think, had a terrific year for the Saints and finished 5th in their best and fairest. And most defenders play well. Their best football's between the ages of 26 and 30, and Luke's getting into that bracket now.
Can you tell us a little bit about the past couple of weeks, because it's been a bit of a chop and change for you?
No, it has, and look, I'd like to thank Alistair Clarkson and Chris Fagan. I was in the Hawthorn car park at 10 to 11 on Friday, and was about to walk into the Hawthorn Football Club. And as I said, I was talking to Alan and Matty about what role could go forward, and obviously Luke going to the Bulldogs opened up an avenue for me, and they gave me the weekend to think about it, but it didn't take too long once I had a chat to Matt and Andrew Thompson and Richo over the weekend. And as I said, I'm really rapt to be here, and I'd just like to thank the Hawthorn Football Club for giving what was going to be a good opportunity as well. So that's what happens in football sometimes. It's a moving beast, never stands still, and been a bit of a whirlwind weekend, to be brutally honest.
What was the difference? Is it just the sheer love for the club?
Yeah, it was. It was the fact that I was talking to St Kilda all the way through, and there wasn't an opportunity there with Luke leaving that opened up an avenue. And as I said, I've been at Hawthorn. I was there in 2007 and 2008 and have a terrific time there. I just think I can add more with my experiences to a young group that probably needs a steadying influence down back. And as I said, sometimes you just got to find a way, and hopefully we'll be able to instill that in the youngsters.
How many days a week?
Yeah, I'm here for all the main sessions, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and in season Tuesday, Thursday. I'll still have my media roles, which would be great. I'll be able to add some opposition analysis now and again, but should be head down and backside up from now till the end of the year. And as I said, I'm excited to be back doing what I love doing, and that's coaching. I was head of the Coaches Association for a while, and that was a fantastic role for me as well. And we put that on the map. We've moved on from there, but to get back coaching is something that I've always wanted to do, and to be able to work in the media and help the Saints, I think it's a great balance for me.
Have the boys shown you due respect this morning?
Oh yeah, it was. I think they got a bit of a fright when this old grey-haired fella walked in, and Matty was excited, and as I said, I was excited too. So. Yeah, look, the whole group, the youngsters get back obviously from Canberra on the weekend, but to see all the senior players and shake their hand as a part of the St Kilda Football Club means a lot to me.
And just, it's been a few tough years obviously here. Do you feel like they're in the right direction, obviously being an outsider looking in for the last few years? As
Matty said, I think it's all about getting the building blocks in place and getting some really good people around. I think Matty's record at the AFLPA speaks for itself. I think Alan Richardson is an outstanding coach and an outstanding person. The coaching staff are young and enthusiastic, and of course the youngsters really are moulding into what's going to be a really exciting time for the St Kilda players and the St Kilda Football Club going forward. And that was the thing that really got me excited to be a part of something that's growing and building. And you know, in 2 or 3 years' time, you'll see the Saints where they should be, and that's back in finals. So hopefully I can play a small part in that.
Are you still doing the Golden Fist Award?
Yes, I had to chat to Luke Delaney before, and I might be a little bit biased this year. We'll have to wait and see. But no, it's a great award for defenders, and it's something that Luke's looking forward to hopefully winning. And if he doesn't win it, I'm not doing my job properly.